Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is J Flow Triple Four. Okay? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to show you guys how to put on a white stone dome glass for your S Note 10. This is what the package looks like. Now they sell these with the adhesive curving ultra light, and they sell them separately with just the tempered glass. So you can actually buy the tempered glass without the ultra light that comes with this one. I will tell you, let me show you this phone here. This is the Note 10. And so basically, you can see here, now I've already had this on for about 6 months, and because I am in the construction business, I'm always dropping my phone or whatever. And as you can see, it's getting bad here on the corners. The problem with trying to find a tempered glass for your Note series device, whether it's a Note 4, Note 3, Note 6, Note 7, whatever, is that the tempered glasses that they make are not case friendly. And what I mean by case friendly, this is an otterbox. And so I'm just going to take this apart and I'll show you what I mean. Now, mind you, if you look at my first videos, you'll see where I actually had invented this particular mechanism, because otterbox did not have this before, and they stole my idea and started making these cases without the covers. Because back when the first Note 1, 2, and 3, whatever, started coming out, they had this little tempered glass that came built in with your otterbox. And the problem with those is when you went to go to tap on your phone, you can hear a little clicking sound, and it would sound kind of like, I mean, not that loud, but obviously, and I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But so anyways, ironically, after the Note 3, which is the one that I did a video, and you can go down on my videos and just Google I believe otterbox stole my idea or something like that, and I actually had called them, and they knew they were in the wrong whenever they stated that they would give me over a year of free otterboxes. Now, I don't think that would be I don't think that would be right for them to offer me a lifetime of otterboxes, when in fact I come up with this idea, and I could prove it simply because it's on the video that I did 2 years prior, before they even came up with the idea. So, that being said, I never went forward to file any action or lawsuit against them. And so anyways, but you can see on this device here, it's got cracks. And otterbox used to make a tempered glass, and they weren't worth a flip. When you put it on, if you didn't put it on perfect, and you go and put a case on it, that edge, because those tempered glass here on these edges, that was where your adhesive was. So you didn't have no adhesive on the top nor on the bottom. It would only come on the sides. So if you would start getting dust under the tempered glass on these otterbox tempered glasses, or some other tempered glasses that are out there. Most of the people, they buy them from like Amazon because they're cheaper, and yeah, they are pretty well, I mean, they're okay. They protect your phone, and that's the thing. That's the whole deal about having a tempered glass, is you want to definitely protect your $1,000 device, and just be able to utilize it to the longest the longest that you can. And so anyways, these tempered glass, these otterboxes, although they're probably one of the best ones in the market, I have noticed as well that these clips on these things will break a lot easier. Now look, these things are pretty flimsy. So what happens to these otterboxes, or this is a Defender series, and the difference between this one and the other one is this one actually comes with a clip, and I don't have the clip on me, but while you're working, you put this whole device and you just clip it onto your holster, and it clips on perfect. But these little things here, if you can see right here, these little clips, they'll break, or this whole thing will break. And so OtterBox does have a excellent warranty that they will honor, and you could actually get an OtterBox for life. For example, if this broke, down here at the bottom there's going to be a serial number, and you take a picture of it, you load it onto their website, and you pay $5 for shipping and handling. They'll send you a brand new OtterBox, which I think is excellent. So anyways, let's look at this here. As you can see right here on these edges, you can see where this one is no longer any good. Now this is like the second one that I've had within 9 months or so. Actually, my first one, I accidentally dropped my case and it actually cracked it, so I held that for a few months, and then I kept dropping it. This one here has been on it for about going on 6 months, so I'm going close to a year of having this device. The great thing about this is these things will last forever, but they will eventually break, and so we're going to remove this. Now let's do this the safety way. You don't want to remove this tempered glass, because as you're removing it, little particles of glass will come off. And these things, the reason why I strongly recommend white stone dome glass is because when you apply this tempered glass, it has a bridge, and on that bridge it has this adhesive, and you put that adhesive right in the center of your phone, and so when you release the top cap, it releases adhesive, thus allowing your tempered glass to get a solid, what's the word I'm looking for, a solid connection, or it adheres to your phone from top to bottom, from left to right, throughout the entire phone. So I will tell you that these things are awesome because they're case friendly. I don't know of any case, meaning these, that if you once you put this on, you can put any case on there and it won't have any problems. Where on the previous tempered glasses, if you try to put an OtterBox, that tempered glass would pop off, and it probably, I had one that literally lasted me 24 hours. I got it from T-Mobile. Neither one of these companies sponsor me. White Stone does not, by any form or fashion, send these to me. I pay these out of my own pocket. Again, this is called the White Stone Dome Glass. Now, this is the kit. It comes with everything, including your ultraviolet light. And what that does is whenever you put your adhesive, you stick your tempered glass, you use that ultraviolet, and what that does is it allows it to dry faster, and it also adheres it a lot faster. So once all that is done, you can literally start using your phone within minutes after you apply this. The downside to this particular device is it does take a long time, or you have to, if you've never done it before, I can tell you now that it is not fun trying to take this glass off, or even trying to install it. So I am going to attempt to remove this without any issues, but I already know, because of previous times that I've installed these, that they're really hard to get off, which tells you that this is a good piece of glass here. I mean, it sticks. I mean, look, as you can see right here, it sticks really great to your phone. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn this off. That's what you want to do, which I didn't do. And so I am turning it off now. And so now I am going to try to remove this. See, and you can see here, you still have adhesive behind this thing. Now, remember, when you go to, it's probably better to use a, see, no, I don't want to use that one. It's probably always best to get a razor blade. Razor blades work really good. So, let's go ahead and, I'm going to try to take this off. Let me go ahead and pause it. I'm going to remove it because it's probably going to take me a couple of minutes to remove this. As you can see, it's coming off in little chunks, which lets you know that this thing is on there, okay? So, okay, when you put this on there, this thing will stick and it won't come off. When you drop it, you're going to crack your tempered glass before you crack the screen on your device, and that's what you want to do. So, let me go ahead and put you guys on pause and we'll move forward from there. So guys, here I am back. Now, I don't recommend you using a knife on probably a $500 screen. But I've done this many times, and I can tell you that as long as you go flat, you're not going to scratch your Gorilla Glass. This is what it looks like after I removed it. So, you can see all the little particles here, guys. This is why you need to make sure you wear some safety goggles. Now, if any of you guys have a easier way to removing this glass, by all means, please let me know so that I can try it. Like I said, the best way that I figured out how to do this is with actually a flat razor blade. This does not serve as justice. If you get one of those flat blades where it's got a little handle and you like scrape a window, those things are perfect, and they'll usually come off in bigger chunks. This literally took me about 2 minutes to remove, and it was on there, guys. I'm gonna tell you, this stuff that they use on these phones are absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to throw this in the trash can, wipe down my surface because we don't want no debris or any dust particles flying anywhere. I do have a ceiling fan on, so it's probably best to turn your ceiling fan off, which is what I'm going to do next, and we'll move forward. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I have now cleaned out the table somewhat. I'll go ahead and give it one more wipe. Again, it's very important that you remove any debris, dust, particles, anything, because it's very important that if you don't, you're going to get dust under your screen and you will be able to see it. Now, I have done only 1 or 2 perfect assemblies or adherent, whatever you want to say, on these deals. Again, you want to wipe it down very good. And here's what comes in the box. Now, there is a barcode right here that you can use your camera and go on this bar. Actually, that's for, sorry, it's back here. So you can actually scan this and it'll take you straight to their website. It'll show you a video, but I've done these enough that I pretty much know how to install it. So you get this tray here, you get this here, and in here you get 2 or 4 alcohol swabs and a cleaning micro, gosh, I can't even remember the names right now. Let me just read it here. It says here, 4 full ultrasonic temper glasses. It says adhesive curving by UV light. It says please re-register your fingerprint after installing this. And I'll tell you why, because if you don't, you need to fix your settings so that whenever you put your fingerprint on there, it'll register it better. If you don't, you're going to start having problems, and so you don't want that. And this is the instruction booklet right here. Capuche, don't need that. Don't need this. All I need right now is, now take note guys, you get 2 adhesives. One is for your mess up, the second one is the last one you'll be able to use. So you can remove the tempered glass once you put your adhesive on there, so you can play with it for a minute. Fortunately I haven't had to do that. But inside here, in this little plastic, you're going to get a micro cloth, or well, I forget what their names are, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to want to wipe your screen really good, like so. Now, another thing that's really important is that when you put this in, you make sure that you put it in the right way. Now, there's only one way you can put it in, so to speak. There's a little square up here. You're going to use that because that's going to cover your, well actually it's going to put a little shim in there, which is this right here. So when you put this in here like this, and you set your screen on there, you're going to remove this, and that screen is going to fall, or your tempered glass is going to fall onto your phone. So again, just make sure you, whenever you go to doing all this, that you put it in the right way. There's going to be a little square slit right here. This is the top. Usually they're marked, but it does say speaker here, so we know that this is going to go in like this. So let's go ahead and clean the back too, because I like cleaning it all. Okay, okay, just clean it all, okay? Do that nice and pretty and shiny. It looks brand new again, don't it? After I remove the tempered glass, the old one, from this phone, it was pretty well, I mean, there's no scratches at all on there. But you do want to make sure you clean the front very, very good. Then you're going to get a wet cloth that's got alcohol in it. And if you use these up, you could always get one of these micro fabric cloths and add a little alcohol and do it that way. So then you're just going to wipe it off like this. I usually just leave it in the case like this, because after all, that's where it's going to go, and so you shouldn't have to do anything else after that. So you clean all around the edges really good. Then you'll get your micro cloth again and clean it. Give it one last clean. And you set it down. Now these here, they go on these edges here, and all this does is it captures any excess adhesive. So next, you're going to set this just like this. Oh, what did I do here? Okay. Just like that. Oh, your stickers. Now these are little stickers, so if you get any stuff on there, you put these stickers and you just clean it off. And these here are stickers for your speakers and whatnot. Again, I've never had a use for them, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for this sake. Oops. Okay, hold on guys. So anyways, you get these little strips here. You put that on the side where your volume is. Just make sure you don't go too high up, because when you put your tempered glass, and these are going on the side where your volumes buttons is, this keeps the adhesive from going inside there and messing up your volumes, your up and down, low or whatever, and your power button. So make sure you get right below where your tempered glass is, and you can, these things are so thin that, I mean, it's almost nearly impossible to get it on there. But if you go up about 1/16 of an inch above the glass, then it's going to get stuck, and you're going to have a black piece of strip all in your tempered glass. So I've already done that. I've wiped my glass. Okay. And then you get a bridge. Well, actually, let's put this back on here, like so. Okay. Then you're going to stick this little thing up in here like that. This, I don't know what this is. I've never used, they didn't have this before. I don't use it now. And so I'm not going to even do it. So then you put your little bridge up like this. So if you notice, I have this little insert already inside this slot here, and my bridge. Then you're going to get your black and stick it in like this. Oh, I did it backwards, guys. Anyways, and then you take this out. Yep, I did it backwards. So actually the purple goes into the bridge. So I did do it backwards, but it's okay, I didn't lose any of it. And basically when you take off the other one, it releases all the adhesive. And so you want to center it like this. See how it's centered right in the middle? That's what you want. Then you're going to get your glass that it comes with, which is right here. And you only get one. I thought it had 4, but I misread, sorry. So you take this off. Then you're going to pull just like this. Then you're going to slide it up in here like this. Oops. Like this. Okay, and see the little dot. And then once you do that, make sure you can see that. See that little dot right there? So then once you remove this, boom. See how it's going everywhere? And just let it do its thing. I mean, it's literally coming out to the edges. See how it's going right there on the edge? Literally takes a few seconds. Now you may have to tilt it this way a little bit so the adhesive will go over there. But you can see here, it's slowly getting up here to the top. You see it right there? Here's your line right there. And sometimes if it don't go, I mean, that's why you got to get it in the middle. Sometimes if it don't go, you just kind of give it a, it says you're not supposed to, but if you just push it, that will go all the way down. See, it's still moving. It'll take a little bit of time. Once it gets all the way to the edge, then you get your ultrasonic light and get it ready, and you'll start your process. So let's go ahead and get that out and get it plugged in. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now there is one little bubble. I don't know if you can see it here. I don't think you can see it. But what I'll do is I'll just dab it, just like so. But if you notice, all the adhesive has already went all the way around. Now I am going to get my ultraviolet light. Okay. this is what that looks like. You get a box, this here, which ain't ever long enough, and this right here. So that's your dome glass. And all you're going to do is you're going to open it up like this. You're going to set it up like that. I've got a long cover. This is a 6-foot piece, USB. And then you just plug it in. There's a little micro USB right here port. If I can get it in the hole here, guys. Okay, okay. There we go. Finally. Alright, so then it's got a little button here. You turn it on. This is the color. And you just set it over like this. I believe it says you wait 20 seconds or so. And so, usually what I'll do is I'll do it over 20 seconds so that this thing is completely dry. So then you want to go ahead and put your top. Now again, I did do this backwards. Make sure you do your purple, because if you're a first timer and you've never done this before, this can become very messy. When I first did this, I didn't do it right. My glass was all over the place. I ended up having to remove the entire glass, and I believe it says you can use water to remove the adhesive. Don't quote me on that. Just go on the directions, read it. Like I said, I've done this many times. So, I mean, it's pretty easy for me to keep doing over and over and over. But you want to make sure the purple is down first. Then you remove the black cap, and it'll come out all at once. So, I have one extra. And I thought this was a duplicate pack that where I can buy more than one. Apparently, it wasn't. And again, I'm so good, guys. I'm so good that I always end up with extras. Like these two alcohol pads, all these micro cloths. What do we got over here? Here's some stickers. Here's some more stickers. And if you have a dog like me, go ahead and press it again. Slide it down to the bottom. And if you got dogs like me, this is what they do to your instructions, okay? Don't let your dogs get your instruction booklet, because if you've never done this, I will tell you that it can be a challenge. So we got a little bit of stuff here. That's nothing. But it says, I believe it says 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, it says to go from the bottom up, or from up down. And I just usually just do it about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Also, guys, this is good for the coronavirus. Okay? So if you cough, or if you got somebody you think's got the coronavirus, put this in their mouth. And if they got little bitty dots, then that's a corona infected dude or dudette. Okay? Okay? Don't try that at home, guys, because you might get slapped. Okay? Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm not kind of like these other YouTubers that have these phenomenal ways of speaking, but you know, I just feel sometimes people give us directions in a way that is just so sophisticated. And like when I first got this dome glass from White Stone, I almost ruined my first batch, but I read the instructions, and yes, you were able to clean the tempered glass, and I think it's soap and water. So anyways, I cleaned it up, and I thought it was going to be all nasty and filmy under my screen, but after I cleaned it, and redid it, it disappeared, guys. So I mean, you have literally seconds or minutes to play with it. So if you don't put it on the first right, you can just, the first time you can take it right off, clean it, and try again, because you do get a second deal of adhesive. And try not to mix it up, because I almost mixed it up. This is my good batch. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and ask me any questions. Again, I don't use half of the stuff that they did, because when they first came out with the dome glass, it didn't have all these extra gadgets. You know, you had a tray, it told you top, bottom, it has these little strips. Now these do come in handy, because like I said, you put these against your buttons of your phone, and it keeps your adhesive or the glue from getting inside the phone itself. And also for the speakers, I did put on the little stickers at the bottom and one on the top. I guess I should have showed you guys that part, but I didn't. I'm sorry. And we're about done here, guys. Again, this is going to be it. I've got a little bit of trash right here, but that's on top of it. And I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like once it's done. I'm going to put my new otterbox that I purchased with my warranty. Now here's the thing. If you register your products with otterbox.com, if you order it from them, they'll have that receipt. So you could just go onto their website, screenshot that receipt, and when you go and you register your product, you're going to screenshot your receipt and download it into their area where it says add file or add PGF or whatever. And once you do that, then it's logged in that you paid for $49.99 or whatever this otterbox. I think it's $69.99. And so what happens is once it breaks, I mean, I've been doing it for years. I have a Note 8, and that's what, 2 years behind. And I ended up was going to sell the phone, and I paid $5 to get an OtterBox Defender Series case, and they sent it to me for $5. You know, you can't beat that. That is an excellent warranty on behalf of OtterBox. They don't sponsor me. White Dome don't sponsor me. Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy don't sponsor me. None of these companies sponsor me. I pay for this with my own money, and I get the top line products, because if you have a $1,000, this one I believe was $1,200 or $1,300, because it's the Samsung Galaxy 10 Plus, and I got the full everything, insurance and all. And so you know, back in the day, being a contractor. By the way, this video is sponsored by J&J Handyman. Okay. One of the things that I tell people all the time is, you know, if you're going to walk around with a $2,000 device, you want to make sure you get the best of the best. Before I go and buy any cases, I'll go and I'll research. You know, there's all kinds of cases out there. But OtterBox is the world's #1 leading brand for protecting your device. I mean, I have dropped my phone from 8 foot into concrete floors or ground. I've hit rocks, and the worst case scenario, you'll crack your tempered glass, which is what you want it to do, versus cracking your screen on your device. Because once you go past that, then you got to go on, if you have insurance, file a claim, and then you're going to be out of pocket $125, I believe, is your deductible. But again, you know, if you just take the time, you know, especially right now during quarantine, if you're going and you're buying a new phone, I mean, come on, guys, it takes you literally 5-10 minutes to get on their website and do your register your product, because if something ever happens to it, you will have a free replacement, or, you know, worst case scenario, you'll have to pay for the shipping and handling, but hey, at the end, it's well worth it. So I am fixing to remove my phone, and then I'm going to open up this Defender series for a Note 10 Plus, and we'll put that on, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll see that this particular tempered glass is case friendly. Never had any problems with any cases that I've put on them, and I've had oh God, a million different cases. From the beginning of time, you know, these phones became mine. All right, let me put you on pause and we'll proceed to move forward. So anyways, here's where you put your deals. You just take that back off. You can see it's got adhesive on the bottom. So you just want to wipe it back off. And then I got this one here for where the buttons are. You just remove it just like that. And there's adhesive all over that. Now you just wipe it down, guys. Just like this. And look at that. Looks great, don't you think, guys? So anyways, Samsung or White Dome does recommend that you go back and re-register your fingerprints, which is what I'm going to do here in a second. Right now I'm just wiping down my otterbox, cleaning it up. I mean, not my otterbox, but my phone. My wife gets mad because every time Samsung comes out with the newest phone, see, what she fails to realize is that I have what they call the Samsung for the Galaxy Forever program. So if you're with Sprint like we are, you will get a upgraded phone every single year. Basically, it's a, I don't know, like a what's the word? Kind of like a layaway plan, so to speak. Only you have an option to own your phone. And usually at the end of my, you get a 2 years, okay? You get a 2-year contract with Sprint. And once you go over a year, then you have the option to buy the phone right out and get the newest phone, which is what I do. Or you can wait 2 years and you'll pay off your entire phone. And I think at the very end you end up paying like $100 or $75 just for the taxes and the extra interest that they charge you for those 2 years. And then you could flat out own the device. 9 times out of 10, I will pay it all off. This one, like I said, it was $1,300, somewhere around there with tax included. In a year, I will pay the half of that $1,300. So that'll leave me with a $700 or $650 difference. And Sprint will give you the option, say, hey, if you want to upgrade to the newest device, pay $650 now and upgrade to the newest device and own your phone. So usually I'll do that and keep my phone. I have the Samsung Galaxy S7, S8, S9. Actually, the S9, it was a hand-me-down to my wife. She always gets my hand-me-downs. And so lastly, this is from otterbox. And they send the entire kit here. So here's my clip. And the way I like doing it is I like pulling this little tab, pulling it out, and taking it off. It's a lot easier for me. And you pop these edges here like this. Boom, 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 boom. Set your device in here like this. Put your clip back on like this. Now see here, since the adhesive goes all the way around, it sticks all the way around and all inside. So this case, had it been a cheap tempered glass from Amazon, I'm sure Amazon's got some, so before you go and start trolling and commenting that, oh, well, Amazon's got one and I've got the otterbox and it fits perfect. Well, I understand that, and I'm sure there is plenty of those out there. But for me and myself, I know that the best, you know, these things aren't cheap. They're like $49 for the kit. Good thing about it is if it falls, sometimes it'll crack, sometimes it won't. But that's all this thing is doing, is protecting your actual device from getting cracked. So then once you do that, you grab your cover or your molding, set it all the way around like this. And there it is, guys. Looks like a brand new spanking phone. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. And there we go. Anyways, if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comments below. If any of you guys have any idea how to remove the old white stone tempered glass from your phone without what I did, which I don't recommend, I do recommend you using a flat razor sharp razor with the little handles, the kind that you use to clean your paint off your windows or whatever. They make them. They're not very expensive, like $3-4, and you can buy the actual razor blades and you just slide it in there. And anyways, that thing works great. They'll pop right off. Unlike this, I had to go in an angle and be very careful because this is a very sharp knife. I actually bought this knife from a friend here in Big Springs. Paid $150 for it. Anyways, it's a Damascus knife. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little long. I haven't done a video in a while, and so I'm just excited that I got to share this information with you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Amen. J Flow Triple Foe, sponsored by J&J Handyman.